Is there some headphones over there for you? Hey y'all, CJ. Can you hear it?
I hear it. That's good.
Hello. Oh. Hello. 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 Yes, 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 yes. It is now time for the next radio broadcast. Impact Radio with the Florida Star. Tune in, guys. Be blessed.
Yes. Good evening, Impact Radio. We are here live on WCGL 1360 FM 94.7, and we are the Impact Radio Show. I am your host tonight, Reverend Carl Frederick, and I am joined by your regular host, Miss Vanessa Davis.
Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. And we are so excited to have you guys here with us on this beautiful Thursday. But as usual, before we get too far into it, do business with one of the oldest Black-owned media companies in America. Now, more than ever, it is important for you to support independent and locally owned media. Weekly subscriptions are available at thefloridastar.com, guys. Thefloridastar.com, thefloridastar.com.
And for those of you going out this fine Thursday, if you are getting dressed for a nice night out, call in now. We are listening in around the area to see what is going on tonight. We know Thursday is the day to go out now. Throwback Thursdays are hot. Check in with crew. That would be us. What y'all got going on tonight? You can call 904-766-3401. That is 904-766-3401 before 8:50 p.m. and we will take your call on the air.
Most definitely. And what some of you guys don't know is you can also log into your Facebook and comment on the live stream. So if you comment on the live stream as well, we can bring your comment on. So everybody in the YouTube world and everybody in Facebook world can see what you have to say to us. Hopefully we're going to keep it PG.
Yes, and please, if y'all do watch our live, we would appreciate it if you would like and share the live. We put a lot into this show, guys. We dress nice so y'all can see our pretty faces. And so, yes, if you could like and share, let people know that we are on every Thursday at 8:30 right here on the Impact Radio Show, live on Facebook and on YouTube.
All right, guys, we're going to do a quick news break. You got that pulled up?
I sure do.
Go ahead.
So a quick news break for Florida Georgia Star for you listeners of the Victory Station, 1360 AM and 94.7. NNPA Newswire by Lauren Victoria. On April 26, President Biden used his pardon powers as president for the first time. The White House announced 3 pardons and they commuted sentence of 75 nonviolent drug offenders. Probably weed. The move by President Biden follows calls by justice reform activists use the pardon power to correct disproportionate justice impacting minorities in the U.S.
All right. The FDA takes baby steps to improve the supply of infant and special formula products. Today, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration is providing an update on its work to increase availability of infant and special formula products. On February 17th, the agency warned consumers not to use certain powdered infant formula products from Abbott Nutritionals Sturgis, Michigan facility, and Abbott initiated a voluntary recall of certain products. Since that time, the agency has been working with Abbott and other manufacturers to bring safe products to the U.S. market.
Black men die of prostate cancer at double the rate. Hold on, my script just moved. We are experiencing some user errors.
At double the rate of all other races. This is by
Hazel Trice. Trice at NoWhite.com. Thousands of black men per year from every socioeconomic walk of life in every part of the U.S. are desperately diagnosed with prostate cancer. Not only is the rate of prostate cancer among black men higher than whites, but the chances of black dying from it are, the chances of black men dying from it is higher, according to the National Cancer Institute. So yes, according to the National Institute, is that black men are higher risk. Listen, my dad has gotten checked. Man, please go to the doctor. Please go get checked.
Please.
Because we dying at a higher rate simply sometimes because we just won't go to the doctor. So if bug your daddies, Father's Day is coming around. Bug your daddies, bug your uncles, bug all the men in your life to go get checked.
Just go get checked.
I'll be 38 this year, so I probably need to be making an appointment.
It doesn't hurt. When you're in there, just ask. All right, bye. Stacey N. Brown with NNPA Newswire. Carrie and John Pierre, whose long career in the Democratic communications led her to the podium last year as the second black woman to hold a White House daily briefing. She will regularly host those news conferences, right? So on Thursday, May 5th, President Joe Biden announced that he has selected the Martinique native as his next White House press secretary. So congratulations, Kareem. We look forward to seeing you on the screen.
And I'm always happy to talk about sports. HBCU national champs. Edward Waters College clinches the BCWS. See, this is exactly why I don't preach with
you need to
technology.
You've got to let your thing stop. It's gone too far. You've got to take off the this is a little technical moment.
Yes.
Yeah, take off your screensaver, right? Because every time the screensaver goes, you lose your spot.
Right, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
See, this is why you have to have a helpmate. Because if not, we're going to be up here looking crazy.
This is what the producer
does. Yes, they clinched the BCWS title with a win over Kentucky State. Montgomery, Alabama, for the first time since 2011 and the second time in the program history. An HBCU national championship will reside in Jacksonville, Florida, as Edward Waters College defeated Kentucky State. It ain't the Wildcats, but I'll take it. 3-2 in the championship game of the Tyson Foods Black College World Series at the Riverwalk Stadium on Saturday evening. Edward Waters College took a 2-run lead in the top of the second inning and an RBI single
from John Nobles and an RBI triple from Keelan Washington to give them a 2-0 lead. Congratulations, Tigers. Oh, my goodness. I just wanted to let you guys know we had a Facebook user let us know we have some great information. So thank you very much. But I think it's time for a break. What do you think?
Yes, it is definitely time for a break.
DJ Will, help us out. It's the Impact Radio Show presented by the Florida Star. I'm supposed to be put in. This would be the perfect time for you guys to give us your business information so we can make an ad and put it in this lovely space.
Yes, please tell your friends, like and share our live. I wish y'all could hear what we hear.
Welcome back to the Impact Radio Show presented by the Florida Star. Don't forget to do business with a trailblazing female-owned independent media company, guys. Help preserve the legacy of Clara McLaughlin by supporting the Florida Star today Ask your favorite local business to carry the current issues. More information at thefloridastar.com, thefloridastar.com, thefloridastar.com.
FloridaStar.com. And for those of you on the way out getting dressed for a nice night out on the town, be safe. And here is the certified rundown. This event rundown is brought to you by the Ritz Theater and Museum. The Bicentennial Heritage Concert Series continues with the best of R&B bands June 11th. More information at ritzjacksonville.com. That is the ritzjacksonville.com. Once more, that is the ritzjacksonville.com.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and also on the rundown tonight, at Cookbook, one of the places you can get the best pork chop sandwiches and vegan meals. Yeah, you can even get stuff that ain't even on the menu over there.
He said pork chop sandwich and vegan meals.
I mean, I'm not always vegan. Sometimes I need to make, I need to
vegan-ish.
I'm vegan-ish.
I feel you.
But yes, they are tonight at the Cookbook. Like most Thursdays, there is Cultural Lounge, where there is also a jazz festival vibe this whole weekend there. So please go by the Cookbook, tell Brandon I said, hey, y'all make sure y'all go and tell all your friends and your enemies where you can get some good soul food.
Most definitely, right off of Pearl Street, 8th and Pearl. Just to let you all know, the Jacksonville Jazz Festival is happening right now. Streets are blocked off and the acts are getting live. So just to remind you, check the City of Jacksonville's webpage, check their social medias, because there's certain things you can bring, certain things you cannot bring. No open bottles. That's one thing. Even if it's water, even if it's, nothing should be open, and you can't bring any coolers, but definitely bring your chair and something to shade you from the heat.
Go ahead and get your clear backpacks from the dollar store now, ladies, so you don't get stopped. And have to walk all the way back to the car. Shameless plug, African Lady will be out at the Jazz Festival, and African Gentleman will be joining, her as well. So please come and find African Lady and African Gentleman at the Jazz Festival in Buy Black, Buy Local, Decolonize Your Closet. The whole thing. Poetic Kickback at B and Son on Myrtle Ave, June 4th at 7 p.m. That is usually a live vibe at B and Son.
Definitely. The Art Walk and the super wonderful, crazy fun time circus, which happens to be a local artist exhibit. It's not an actual circus. It will be happening next week, Wednesday, first Wednesday on the 1st.
Yes, and the home show is this weekend. I'm so glad we're going to be busy. So this one over here, Don't Go Home Show Crazy. Free at the Prime Osborne Center. They have a pet area as well for pet lovers. Are we talking about the children or actual pets?
No, actual pet areas should be really nice. The Bicentennial, this is just a tidbit. The Bicentennial celebrations are coming up June 11th, guys. So the whole city will be celebrating that day in particular. I believe they're shutting down Lower Street, so plan accordingly. And y'all know Juneteenth is starting to crank up. I mean, every week it seems to I find out about a new event. So I think our next week's show is going to be heavy on the events, just letting you know what's coming up for Juneteenth. And also to remind you that we, Jacksonvillians, we celebrate our native son, James Weldon Johnson, his birthday on June 17th. I'm gonna do this one because on that note, if you got babies, if you got grandbabies, or any elementary, middle, and or high school student within earshot, okay, any of you that have grandbabies, or any young people, if you want a chance to win prizes from $50 to $1,000 for just a little creativity, creative work this summer, please contact the Friends of Brentwood Library. We have the James Weldon Johnson Young Writers Festival coming up in June, but you need to register today. And you can send us a promise to register. If maybe you're not able to get to a computer, you can just reach out to the Friends of Brentwood Library or go by the Brentwood Library for more information.
Yes, and that's our library. That is, if I'm not mistaken, a volunteer staff. The whole staff is volunteered over there. Or a couple people.
Yeah, we have a lot of volunteers
over there. If y'all could, shoot them a smile. They're dealing with kids, from the hood, and they, always have a heavy demeanor, but they love their jobs, and sometimes they can use a laugh. So if y'all can just go to Brentwood, check out some books, put some circulation over there. It would definitely need it. Also, Saturday, July 16th, a Saturday, our vendors and brunch event, which by the way went very well last week. God showed out. The rain held out all the way into the end. Listen, Auburn's lemonade sold out twice. Yeah. I know it was hot, but that was some good ones. I know I had at least 3 of them, the original and the mango. Mm-hmm. And she shot with African Gentleman, by the way, today too. So shout out to Auburn. So yes, but vendors and brunch event sponsored by African Gentlemen and Doing Talk with several community partners at the cookbook restaurants from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. an afternoon market with food and activities for the whole family. Chanel was out there with the chalk van. She was the whole party.
Most definitely.
Yes,
it's worth the investment.
It was so much fun. But if you are interested in submitting your story to the newspaper, please contact Do and Talk. That's because she do stuff and she always talking. So do_and_talk on major social media platforms. Please submit your stories.
Oh my goodness.
And on that note, let's dive into this week moment.
How are you going to introduce yourself? Can you let me do it?
Go ahead.
We have been speeding through the script today, which is excellent. But on that note, yes, as he said, let us dive into this week's moment with Reverend Carl Jonathan Frederick II from his Kingdom Builder concept and being your African gentleman. Let's pause for this moment together. Come on, Rev.
Thank you so much.
You got a lot of time.
Don't tell me that. I am a for real reverend, and I will take these 5 football minutes. But listen, this is something that I really want y'all to do to help impact somebody else today. If you see any of your friends or family members that seem like they may be acting a little off or a little out of character, instead of pulling judgment on them, why won't we walk up to them and say, hey, you having a good day today? And actually be intuitive if they say no. And listen, maybe just letting them get whatever that steam is off their chest, or somebody who seems like they genuinely care could impact their day and that week for a long time. Because, we like to talk about Matthew 7:1, judging lest not we be judged. We love to take it out of context and throw it around. But what that scripture really is telling us is let's not be the final judge on people. My name ain't Yahweh. My name ain't Jehovah. I don't have the authority and the power to put any final judgment on anybody at any given time. Because Lord knows my collar is not always on, even when I'm having in some emotional, strong moments. We got 5 kids, y'all. We running a small business, plus trying to do 9 to 5s and everything else. So I just might slip and say something outside of amen. But that don't mean, I backslidden for the day. Give me a hug. Talk to me. Say, hey, what's going on? Do you need a babysitter? I'm going to always say yes. I promise you, we will always say yes. You know what I'm saying? And it's real important when it's those that are important, those that are closest to you. Sometimes we get a little tone deaf because those people are always in our surroundings. So we don't really think about their moods all the time because, we're in the world. We figure, hey, they know what's going on. We're all in the same house, in the same world. What's going on? Hey, even walking up to that person that's next to you and saying, hey, what's going on? How's your day? That might be enough for you to not argue with that friend or that loved one later on, just because you showed genuine care, because we are commanded to love. Love your enemies. If you don't like your enemies, love your neighbor. The point is that if you always season yourself with salt, you're going to taste like something.
Wait a minute.
So let's not cast final judgment. Let's impact somebody today. If we see somebody that may not have all their Sunday school together right then, or we see somebody that may not necessarily feel like asking Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John what's going on. They just want to know what the heck is going on. Impact that person. Give them a hug. Give them a handshake. Give them a listening ear. And most of all, pray for them. We're about to take that break.
All right, this impactful moment was brought to you by African Gentleman, African Lady Doing Talk, Credit for Success, The Purpose Resuscitator, Holland Productions, and the Ritz Writers. We're going to take a break.
Yes, you literally saw you get sped up.
He's trying to figure out what's going on with your mic.
Okay.
Guys.
Hey, did you turn your mic on? Because they said they still can hear you.
Yeah, I pushed it up.
But was it down when you did, or did you push it?
No, when you said push it up, push it right on up.
Oh, maybe.
I can do it.
Well, do it back. Well, let's see. Do it back. Turn it back down. I don't know. It should have been up, just like that.
Right.
But we just see a C. See this C.
I don't hear this one at all.
No, I gotta turn it on.
Oh, okay.
Let's try it.
Yes, sir. We'll just talk about. We got a whole 10 minutes. So what you do? Welcome back, guys. Hopefully you got a better sound coming through. This is your girl Do and Talk. This is Vanessa. How you doing?
Y'all doing good? This is your African Gentleman, Reverend Carl Frederick.
Nice to see you.
Like we are, literally we're sitting here, like wondering, like what could be something to talk about. Let's talk about the fact that all of these people are going to these graduations, and it's funny when you get to see your teachers from your high school look different, or when you get to see a graduation class from your school and you're like, man, I wish they let us cut up the way, they let some of them cut up, because we were at Reigns and they were doing their award ceremonies and they were just getting some freedom.
That wasn't their graduation. That was their senior award.
But it was just good to see that they loosened the reins, because they told us if we whispered, they was going to hold on out of longer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was good to see these kids winning money, getting scholarships, and paying for school, and being able to be happy about it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So that was exciting to see. Like you said, you had some, Fletcher came through there, but
my office is a place that people like to gather. So I did happen upon the Fletcher graduation, and I graduated from Fletcher High School. I'm class of 08, and I saw my drama teacher. And I saw my literature teacher from the 9th grade. And it was really nice. And I'm really thankful. Shout out to Mr. Payne. Shout out to his family. Because they recognized me right away. And I think I look a little different. But I guess I still look like a child sometimes. And,
Barbara walking around. Everybody just... Yeah, a constant reminder walking around.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yes.
But, it was really, really, it was great. It was like a little blast from the past. It was good to interact with them on that different level. And then we attended Reigns' senior night, senior award night. And I'm thankful that those things are happening. Like, Fletcher alumni are not raising money for the kids at the school. But the Reigns alumni definitely are out there supporting these kids, and they have a really strong network, and that's just beautiful to see. So shout out to Reigns,
shout out
all the graduating years. I mean, because all of them were out there to celebrate. Shout out to you graduates. Here's a tidbit that I learned that night from the wonderful, multi-talented Erin Kendrick. She said, if you are going to college, if this is your first year, or your last year, or your last semester, at the top of the semester, go into the scholarship office, financial aid office, and ask them about unclaimed scholarships. These are scholarships that people apply for that maybe they didn't end up coming to the school, or maybe they were eligible, so the monies are sitting there waiting.
Speaking of money,
so wait a minute. What you do is you go find the unclaimed scholarships. And if you can apply, if you are, qualified for them, then you can tap into that money. So that's just a little tidbit for all the graduates. We love you all. Congratulations. Go ahead.
Congratulations. Yeah, and the one thing that stood out to me is that they were actually telling a lot of those kids to reapply because they had money just sitting there. They were begging kids to apply. So parents, grandparents, if you have kids that are making good grades, or that are making grades good enough, to excel, to get some help, encourage your children to apply. Don't let them just sit there to the last minute. It was literally people that had testimonies about calling the day of the ceremony to claim money. So yeah, that money is, it is available. It's good to know that there's money available. And they weren't just giving them to college students. If you were going to cosmetology school, or going into trade school, they want to help these kids further their careers. Because college ain't for everybody. But if these, you can be a millionaire, you can cut hair. Steve Harvey's barber makes $4 million a year because he opened up a barber school till he couldn't get it. So yeah, encourage these kids to go out there.
There is money available, and I remember being a senior. One of the barriers I felt was a barrier that I couldn't write well enough. And I'm here to tell you that the public library, shout out to the Brentwood Library again, they have tutors available for free if you have a library card. And you can also go out and get a tutor to help you construct it, or YouTube University is great with helping you construct an essay. Really, what they're looking for is for you to restate the question, do a thesis statement, and 3 points. That's really the bulk of what they're looking for in the scholarship application process. So even if you feel like you are not the best writer, attempt. Do that simple 5-paragraph essay. That will still carry you a long way. So there's money out there. Search for it. Go for it. That's my tip to graduates and those that are looking to level up.
Definitely. I will be somebody that's proud to graduate. Go to the Wolfpack. What is that? What is Fletcher mascot again?
Go Senators.
Go Senators. Sounds good. Fletcher.
Anyways,
but yes, so it was fun to sit down with some other people who alum from that school and talk about some of the high school shenanigans and stuff that we pulled through. Listen, if y'all let your kids know, high school is probably one of the best times of your life. Everybody always, when they reminisce, it's usually high school to their freshman year of college. Like, I'm not going to tell any bad backstories about football. Everybody got a point of me in bad. But it was fun. Like, I had fun playing football. I had fun in ROTC. I had fun just being in high school. So, yeah, take your grades serious, but live. Do all the activities. Learn foreign languages. Sign up for stuff. Don't just sit there and just let it pass you by. You're going to want to experience that. And I'm so glad to see parents celebrating their hard work and putting the kids on track and schools that were home. Because parents gonna go harder than kids.
I would.
Definitely. When they graduate, I promise you, y'all.
So much gratitude to all of you guys for listening, to our writers and producers. Thank you to our presenting sponsor, as always, the Florida Star, our partners for the theater and museum, ladies and gentlemen, Doing Talk, Conquer for Success, the Purpose Resuscitator, Hollywood Productions, the Rich Writers, and special thanks to you all, our audience. So we love you guys, and then also thanks to DJ Will,
our favorite cousin.
We got nothing but love for you all. My name is Vanessa. And you can find me at do_air talk. Do_air_talk.
Yes, and I am Reverend Crawford. You can find me on Facebook at African Gentleman and on Instagram at African_Gentleman13. This has been the Impact Radio Show.
Guys, we'll see you next week with the Professor Eddie Stewart. And it's now back to your regularly scheduled gospel music. Peace.
not yet. You haven't heard it.